Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. You know it's time for old Stella. How many of y'all are sick of me? I know y'all are sick of me. It is Sunday, and we are just now talking about the challenge in Survivor. I'm sorry, y'all. Friday, I was with everybody else. I was out in the streets watching Wakanda Forever. I had a great time, and I ended up doing a crumble cookie video with one of my good girlfriends, and I was hanging out over her house. And when I got home, I was too tired. I was too late to do Ostella, so I said I'll push it to Saturday. And then yesterday, I don't even have a good excuse. I was just taking naps. I took about 2 naps yesterday. I feel like I was catching up on my rest from Friday and earlier in the week. So I just said, I'll do it Sunday. I plan on being on YouTube and Twitter from now until like 10 o'clock. I'm going to be talking all night. So let's just get Ostella out the way. I do have a lot to say about the past week's 2 episodes. Hey, Eric, how you doing? I'm going to say what I got to say and then we're going to move on. Now, I want to let you know in advance that Ostella this week is going to be Thursday. I will be out of town at a concert. It's going to be on a Thursday. And let's get prepared to have Ostella on a couple of Thursdays in the month of November and December because your girl, it's the holidays and I am the holiday party queen. I'm always throwing a party, going to a party. So it might be a couple of Thursday Ostellas coming up into the new year. But let's get into last week's episode. Where do we want to start? Survivor or... I'm going to start with Survivor and end with the challenge. That's what I'm going to do. Let me find the correct background and let's go. This week's Survivor really didn't give too much. They just got rid of Dwight last week. We open up and Sammy is telling everybody Janine gave Dwight her idol. So, she ain't got an idol. So we voted out Janine and we voted out the idol. So I was like, ooh. Okay, they confirmation. Yes, holiday parties down. I'm not a real big Christmas geek, but I am itching to put my stuff up. One of my neighbors behind me already has their Christmas lights up, and I'm like, damn. But no, I bought a nice little fall wreath. I'm not putting anything up until Thanksgiving. So I'm itching to do it, but I'm not going to do it. But yes, so everyone thinks Dwight has the idol. Then we get a confessional. Jesse is like, everybody thinks Dwight has Janine's idol, but he put that idol in my pocket. And he was like, I got Janine's idol, which is hilarious because Janine doesn't even know that her idol is still in the game. And Janine went home this week. I thought she went home last week, but who cares? We'll get to that. And then he still has Cody's idol because Cody never asked for his idol back. Cody doesn't care. And Cody is too trusting. He thinks he can probably walk up to Jesse at any time and ask for that idol back. I wouldn't give it to him, Jesse. I would have 2 idols. I'd be like, you shouldn't have gave it to me. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and vote you out. I love it. I love it for Jesse. The only players I care about in Survivor right now are James, Carla, and Jesse. That's it. And the dog is over there snoring. Forgive it if you hear that. I don't even think James has, I don't want to say the mindset. I just don't think he's in the right strategic position to win. I don't see it for him, but I like James. I just don't see it for him. I think Jesse or Carla will be the winner this season. I could be wrong, but that's just what I see so far. So let's move on along. We get to, what is it called? Not tribal council, but the challenge, the immunity challenge. Individual immunity. Jeff recognizes everyone is starving. They had a little segment of everybody showing how big their clothes were. Fast forward. He's like, look, if 5 people come out and sit out the challenge, y'all can get a bag of rice. And so, they start negotiating. How about 4 people? Jeff was like, look, 5 people for this bag of rice. And if you don't get it today, tomorrow it will be 6. So what you want to do? I appreciate that, Jeff. I'm tired of everybody negotiating down and you giving in. You said 5, so it's going to be 5. I was here for it. Now, let's talk about the group of 6 or 7. It's really 6 because Sammy really not with them. But 7, they're all looking at each other, feeling like we're in alliance, we're safe. Why not? Us, 5 of us, sit out. And of course, right up front, Carla's finger is messed up. So Carla was like, she'll sit out. Then James said he would sit out. I believe Sammy said he would do it. I forgot who else. Did Cassidy do it? I believe Cassidy did it. And then finally, James is like, look, Owen, why don't you do it? He like, come on, Owen. I'm like, James, that's not a smart move. Why are you calling out Owen, who is not a part of the 7? You're telling him he's getting voted out. You're telling Owen, come on and sit out so we can vote you out. Not a smart move, James. You should have never picked anyone outside of your 7. I forgot who the last person that sat out. But anyway, 5 people sat out. They're getting their rice. Bam. Challenge time. Sticks, balls, balance. Who cares? Owen ends up winning it. And I blame James. I said, James, you gave Owen all the firepower, all the adrenaline to know he needs to win this, and Owen won it. And I'm not mad at him for winning it. Congratulations, Owen. Okay. We get back to camp, and this is where the episode starts to piss me off. Ryan loves fishing. He's good at fishing. The only thing Ryan ever does around camp is fishing. He's not a part of any strategy talks. He doesn't know what's going on with who's in an alliance with who. Ryan is there to fish and to be a number. He wants to provide you with food. You all are starving. He's providing you with food, and you just tell him how to vote. Ryan isn't stirring up any conflict like, hey, let's vote out Gabler. Hey, let's vote out Cody. Hey, I got a group of 3 over here. We're going to. No, Ryan isn't even with his Blue Tribe Coco. He's not even really with them. And you all want to vote Ryan out. And I'm like, why is Ryan such a threat? Now, if I take my non-melanated glasses off, he is a big guy. But what has he won? He hasn't won a single, hey, Ahmad. He hasn't won a single immunity challenge. Ryan has barely won group challenges. He's just a big, muscular guy who has no clue of what's going on in this season of Survivor. And he's providing you fish. So then I put on my melanated glasses because, I do have some good melanin here. And I said, oh, he's black. That's why he's a threat. I don't want to be the one to say it, but I guess I will. I'm sorry. A silk press, you constantly got to hold it down. It just be wanting to do its own thing. But, I'm starting to get the feeling that you all don't want a black winner this season. And it's not because you want to win. It feels like we've had enough black people win these past few seasons. They got to go. Because to me, Ryan should be sitting at the final 3. Period. Anyone who doesn't take Ryan to the final 3 is a dummy. No one's going to vote for him to win. He's not. The only thing he can say he contributed to the game of Survivor is providing fish. He spends all of his time out in the ocean. He doesn't care that you're talking about him. He doesn't care who you want to vote for. Just tell him a name and he votes. No one's going to pay someone $1 million for that. But I just don't get it. But Ryan is the vote. Everyone is like, the only person I'm going to give a pass for wanting Ryan out is Cassidy. Because Ryan wanted Cassidy out. But other than Cassidy, I hope her name is Cassidy. She don't get that much screen time. But other than her, No one else should be worried about Ryan. He's not doing anything. I don't understand how Cody is sitting there, who comes second in almost every immunity challenge. How Gabler, who has won an immunity challenge, his name didn't come up. Sammy is sitting there. And James, you and your melanated eyes. You saw Sammy talking to the rest of his, is it Baka, the yellow tribe? You saw Sammy talking to Baka, talking about, look, it might be Ryan, but we really wanted to be so and so. You saw him messing up the vote. Why didn't you go back to Carla and be like, look, Sammy is playing double agent. Sammy got to go. That's what I would have said. Sammy has to go. He's doing too much. And as much as I like Jesse, you got Jesse there. It's so many people that are actually playing the game, that are actual threats in this game. And all you all can see is Ryan, who's out fishing. Just fishing. Just bringing your food. I'm telling you, y'all are dummies. Y'all gonna be starving dummies the day y'all vote Ryan out. It's the way when we call out stuff like this, the general audience acts like we're making stuff up. It seems very clear to me. It's very clear to me, like, Ryan doesn't have an idol. I really, as much as bye Janine girl, bye. Like, I really don't care that Janine went home. I really don't. But did Janine really have to go home this week? You all knew, at the least, you knew Dwight had Janine's idol, and Dwight was at the house watching a TV show like we watching it. So you knew Janine didn't have an idol. I guess Janine does seem like she has strategic thought, but she doesn't really have any numbers. Like, outside of, she really doesn't even have Gabler. Outside of maybe Owen, maybe she could wrangle, whatever the word is, Sammy back in. Janine doesn't have any power in the game. So I didn't understand how it went from Ryan, the big, strong black guy who's always fishing, to Janine, the smallest, skinniest, weakest person on the tribe, who doesn't have an idol, who doesn't have an alliance. She is a target. It's like they want to be like, we gonna battle the best at the end. We gonna rock it out. You know how they say, if I'm gonna win Survivor, I want to beat the best. When people say dumb shit like that, or I almost had a clean video. When people say dumb stuff like that, they're like, I want to beat the best. No one really wants to beat the best. People want to win. This is $1 million. I don't care about who's the best. I want to win. Janine could have said at Final 3 too, to be honest. You could have at least brought Janine to fire making. At least make her make fire. I don't know. But I don't understand how people are picking people off. It seems a little bit prejudiced to me. It seems a little bit, ain't no people of color winning this year. I don't care what y'all say. That's like, they aren't saying it vocally, but you can't make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. Oh well, but Janine went home. I don't care. Girl, bye. Janine went home. I personally would have voted out Gabler. Jesse, you really don't care about your red tribe. You could have at least got out Noelle. If you wanted a strong female out, you could have at least got out Noelle. Maybe took a shot at Cody, and then you would have had 2 idols, and you still have your strong group of 6 over here. It didn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's the truth, Angie. They don't want any chocolate to win at all. At all. And they want us to pretend like we don't see what we're seeing on our TV screens. Realistically, the type of white person that would have the survival skills to go on this show is the type of person I assume to be prejudiced. I'm not going to say that about everybody, I'm not going to do that. No. But I will say this season, it seems like they don't want a person of color to win because they're voting them out for no reason. Like even Dwight, as much as I don't want to see James go home, he's the one that has social pull in this game. Not Dwight. Dwight isn't respected on his red tribe, and then he was connected to Janine, who no one is connected to Janine. Dwight didn't have to go home. He wasn't doing anything. Ryan isn't doing anything. And then all of a sudden, Cassidy looks up and is like, oh, it's too many women going home. Maybe we shouldn't vote women out anymore. Girl, you didn't realize that 5, 6 votes ago when y'all was voting all the women out? You just now, it had to be 4 of y'all left for you to realize. Look, Carla can still win this. Carla can still win this. Who are the women left? Just Cara, Cassidy, and Noelle? And Noelle is in danger. No one is protecting Noelle. Survivor, I'm gonna let you play it out. I'm gonna see what we do next week, or I guess this week. It's a double elimination this week. It's two safety necklaces and 2 people going home. I expect to see a lot of idle plays. I heard Noelle said she gonna steal somebody vote. I don't know how that's gonna work, Noelle, but I expect to see a lot of advantages come out this week. I want to see how it goes down. I want to see how it goes down. Survivor, you're still good. I don't appreciate the gameplay, but it's still good. I'm gonna let y'all live for a little bit. We're gonna jump over to the challenge because, like I said, I do have a lot. I have a lot to do today. At 5 o'clock, I'm gonna be on a Twitter space with some of my Kamisha reviews friends, and they're gonna be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm gonna go over there and support them at 5. Then at 6, I will be back on YouTube with Blissfully Single Being. You know we got to do kitchen table talk. We're gonna run down all the hot topics of the past 2 weeks and have a good time over there. And then at 9:30, I will be back on Twitter for Real Housewives of Potomac space. So follow me on Twitter so you can keep up when I do all of my spaces, because I'm starting to get more into spaces and it's really fun. I'm starting to host spaces. You can usually find me in a space, but I'm starting to host my own spaces. So follow me on Twitter for that. Um yes, let's get into the challenge. Laura was giving me everything I needed this episode. Yeah. Finally somebody who look, I'm gonna say this from the beginning. There's a reason why vets are vets, and I don't know, I don't want to call it a hazing, but they've been through, as they call it, the mud. Like they've been through the mud. They've been through the hardships. They've been through the rookie. They have to make a name for themselves, all of that. It's a reason the vets are vets. And I appreciate Laurel for how she handled herself this past episode. Because I'm going to say it like this, and I want it to be clear. MTV, I don't have to see Michelle back on this show anymore. I don't want to see Michelle on Arrivals with Laurel. I don't want to see her back on an individual season. I didn't even want to see Michelle back when they did Winners at War season 40 of Survivor, if we're going to be honest. Michelle is not a gamer to me. She's not even entertaining to me. And what she did this past week on the challenge, I'm like, please, Jay, you picked the wrong ride to die. Too bad, too sad. I don't know what you did to Michaela. You should have brought Michaela. I don't understand what Michelle was doing this week, and it highly pissed me off. Highly pissed me off. But let's get to it. We open up the challenge, and they're doing some kind of relay race with puzzle pieces in the water. And I was like, okay, amazing. The first thing I noticed is 2 heats. Like Jay and Michelle were in heat 1. And I'm like, all this river, lake, whatever this is out here, all this lake, and everybody can't go at one time. We have to have another timed event where we can't see the time. We have no clue who wins. Okay, MTV. Now let me tell you something. I would have bet money that they were going to give that win to Tori and Devin. I just knew they were going to give it to Tori and Devin. But when Jay and Michelle pulled it off, I said, okay, MTV, you gave us some good TV right here. Let's go. Because I just knew Jay and Michelle were going to shake up the game. They were going to shake it up. They were going to throw bananas in them in there. We was going to get us some good fights amongst the vets. They got to turn against each other, show their cards. But wait. Before we can get a good episode, Michelle says Laurel doesn't like her. Laurel doesn't like you, but her partner and Jay are best friends, are becoming best friends in the game. But Laurel doesn't like you. Laurel doesn't know you, girl. Laurel ain't thinking about you. She ain't thinking about you. Laurel isn't scared of you. I don't believe Laurel is scared of any female there. She might feel like KC may give her a run for her money, but outside of KC, I don't think Laurel is scared of anybody there. She's not worried about any female there. Laurel. But you think she worried about you and Jay. This before they even did the little swimming challenge. She in the room talking to Amber B, talking about, I'm worried about Laurel. I think she gonna put me in. Why would, out of all the people, Laurel is a seasoned vet. Seasoned. Why would she put you and Jay in? Why? When there's still Olivia and Horacio, there's still Colleen and Kim, there's still Nelson and Norris. I don't think Laurel gives a damn about Nelson and Norris. Like, you think of all these people, Laurel is targeting you. Hey, Andrew. Michelle, oh, yes. Michelle was giving us Josh, thinking Wes was after Josh, and Wes was pressed on Josh, and Wes had to come up to Josh and be like, look, I ain't worried about you. I'm only worried about people who can beat me in the final, and you can't beat me in nothing. I'm about to get upset all over again. I'm about to get upset because I had to calm myself down on Twitter. I had to be like, Angie, why are you mad? You're not about to win $1 million. Why are you mad? But anyway, what pissed me off the most, and correct me in the chat, in the comments, please correct me if I'm wrong. But after they win the challenge, don't they have an opportunity to walk around the house and speak to people before they name their 4 names? Or do you win and then immediately name your 4 names? Because that might change my opinion. Maybe, probably not. But I'm thinking, if you think Laurel is coming for you, why not have a conversation with Laurel? If you're going to save Bananas and Nani, I'm damn sure going to have a conversation with Bananas and Nani saying, look, we won't make you one of the 4, period. If the next time you win, we're not one of the 4, period. I'm going to have a deal in play. I'm not just saving Bananas and Nani hoping that I'll have some goodwill the next episode. Because we all know Banana stole $250,000 from his friend. Or however much he stole, that season he won with Sarah. I don't know the exact number. But Bananas, he don't have a problem telling you one thing and doing another thing behind your back. Bananas is here for the money, which I appreciate. You say they talked beforehand. Okay, so that's why I don't understand anything that went on. I don't understand anything that went on. Because number one, why aren't you talking to the alliance that you say you have, which is the rookies? Why are you throwing a rookie team in there? To me, that was mistake number one. I would have never thrown Kim and Colleen in there. Even if I was going to save Bananas and Nani for whatever reason, I wanted to save them. I'm never throwing the other rookie team in there. It would have been a vet going home this week, period. Jay, period. Michelle, period. I don't understand what you all were doing. Yes, they have time to talk before they go in that room. Make it make sense to me. I would have definitely had a deal on the table with Bananas and Nani before I went in that room. And I would have talked to Laurel. Because to me, Laurel ain't the kind of competitor you want to piss off because she'll win one of these. And Laurel plays with a vengeful, spirit. You come at the Laurel as soon as she win, elimination. You going in, you voted in. You ain't even getting to draw the knife or none of that. Straight into elimination, Jay and Michelle. And I expect it to happen next week. I'm telling you. I really do expect for Laurel and Jack to win next week, and they go straight into elimination. And bye, y'all going home. And I ain't going to feel sorry for you. I ain't going to feel sorry for you. Back to my point before I forget it and get upset again. If I'm not going to throw in Bananas and Nani for whatever reason, I would have had Tori and Devin in there. I would have had, I guess Jay is trying to be friends with Fessy. But if you don't go for Bananas and Nani, at least go for their numbers, which is Casey and her brother. You could have got Casey and her brother up out of here because they're not too bright. I mean, Casey is strong, but she ain't never been too good at a puzzle. You could have got Casey and her brother right up on out of there. That makes Fessy closer to you because he doesn't have Casey. And you probably could have got Nelson with Fessy. I don't know. I just feel like y'all played this all wrong. And if you were going to go for vets, go for vets. I don't like this softball shit y'all did where y'all threw these people in there. And then when it's time to talk face to face, to stand on your word, y'all sitting up there, Jay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, Jay, if you don't stand up like a man and be like, I won this challenge and you got to go in because you would have put me in if I didn't put you in. Like, what is all this? Head on the table, and then Michelle looking all scared, like, are you guys gonna say something? Like, bitch, you in charge. You see, y'all got me cursing. Y'all got me cursing. I'm supposed to be practicing not cursing on my channel. Tongue twisters. I just don't get it. I think they get to go back into the house and relax and have convos first. Also, if not, she could have had this convo the past week. Right. She was feeling paranoid about Laurel before they even did the little river challenge. She could have talked to Laurel beforehand. Now, let me tell you my conspiracy theory. I really feel like Bananas and Nani have something in their contract where people can't throw them in. Because it made absolutely no sense. It made absolutely no sense. The two people that did not care that you were vets kept other rookies out of there to throw you in there off of the word of who? Other people. They weren't even there. They weren't even in the house. They just off the word. I heard y'all was against the vets. You can go on in there, Jay and Michelle. So these two people that did not have a problem throwing your name up on the board, they're safe? No. It sounds like production to me. I can't explain it because Michelle's acting isn't that good. Michelle isn't a good actress. She had no beef with Laurel. Even Jay has made unnecessary moves that have bit him in the butt and made enemies. I agree. Jay did the same thing with Teresa and Cam. Jay, you want to be a player in this game, but you're scared to make moves. And when you have a partner, I'm not saying that women can't lead because we can lead very well. But if you see your partner leading you down the wrong direction, you need to speak up because you were saying it needs to be bananas and Nani. It needs to be bananas and Nani. And here go Laurel. What's the child name? Michelle, who has never really played this game because she went home early last season. That don't count. She didn't really do too much last season. Here go Michelle. Oh, I don't think we should put in bananas and Nani. Okay, whatever you feel, Michelle. What do you mean, whatever Michelle feels? You have Michelle putting in your best friend for some fake beef that she made up in her mind about Laurel. And then after, let's hurry up and get to the comments so we could talk about after because after pissed me off even more. Jay saving the man who stole his girlfriend and then cheated. Wait, Jay saving the man who stole his girlfriend. Who stole his girlfriend? And then cheated on that girlfriend just last year, and he thinks he'll be loyal to him. Who was Jay's girlfriend? Who stole Jay's girlfriend? Because I didn't forgot. Jay had a girlfriend. I don't know. Oh, Morgan. Wait a minute. Let me calm my bang down. Jay was dating Morgan. Jay was dating Morgan and Banana stole Morgan. It was something like that because Jay was, I think that was his ex girlfriend, not his current girlfriend, because Jay was like, he ain't care. I think I remember that. Oh, yeah, I would have threw his ass in real quick. Don't make Laurel pull out the, please. You know their name is on the top of their notebook. I'm so, oh. Are Casey and her brother even on the show? Like, did they even come back? I'm telling you, they are so boring. Please don't invite Casey back anymore, period. Casey needs to stay off the show with Michelle. Bananas has no loyalty to anyone. Nope. I agree. I don't even see them on the show. We don't even see them on the show. It is crazy. Now I'm going to get back to the comments. Ooh, Colleen is with Fess. Oh, yeah, we know Colleen is with Fessy. Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot. Michelle did mess with Fessy in the off season, but then Fessy turned around and started messing with Tori, and she was mad because Tori also messed with Emmanuel, who Emmanuel was messing with, Michelle too. Girl, you had a whole bunch of options. You had a whole bunch of messiness you could have threw into that top four, and you chose those people. Oh, Fessy ass would have been there. KC ass would have been there. Tori would have been there, and Bananas. Y'all reminded me of all the tea, which is making it even weirder that the people that she threw in. It doesn't make any sense. It also is like, guys, you don't understand. We threw you guys in there to work with. That part pissed me off so bad. Like, why? That's why I was wondering, like, don't they have conversations beforehand? You don't throw people up where they have a 50% chance into going into elimination to work with them. You make these deals up front. Like, look, if we save you this week, you got our backs. Y'all could have made a lot of deals with vets if you really wanted to be in with the vets to protect yourselves, but you threw them all in. Because I guarantee you, Laurel coming for you, Jordan and Anissa gonna win one of these. They coming for you. Darrell and Veronica ain't about to win nothing, but somebody said they might win. Somebody said Veronica might win trivia, but after that, they not winning anything. A mess. It's a mess. But that's what pissed me off second. Jay is having a conversation with his new best friend, Jack, about, trust, how we could work it back. We understand, you were going off of Michelle's vibe and you put us in the 4. And Jack was like, look, I may can trust you again if we aren't the initial vote into elimination. Laurel is like, look, I may can forget this We know she ain't forgetting. But she said, I make him forget this if I'm not the initial vote in elimination. And who do you put as the initial vote into elimination? Laurel and Jack. I'm like, Jay, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing here, Jay? He like, oh, Michelle did win Survivor. Did you watch that season of Survivor? Tell me if you thought Michelle should have won. I don't think you watched it, Jay. I don't think you watched. A lot of people win Big Brother. Look at Josh. Josh and Casey won Big Brother. That don't mean they're great Big Brother players, but they won. Just because somebody won something doesn't mean they're the strategic genius that you think they are. They just happen to win. I'm telling you right now, MTV, I don't want to see Michelle back. And I really would like for Jay and Michelle to go home next week because they highly ruined the show for me. They really could have made a move, switched some things up, spiced it up. At least put all of those people that you know are working together in there to see how they're going to fight for it. To see how, if Bananas and Nani is in there and they pull the save, who are they going to pick? If KC pulls the safety, who is she gonna pick? Is she gonna pick Fessy or Bananas and Nani? Switch it up. At least make them show their cards. You didn't make them do anything. You put them in a position to where no matter who pulled the safety, they're gonna put the rookie team in. We need Cam, Cara, and Polly back to really shake it up and throw in who they feel like. I agree, but I really feel like, and I try not to go down a conspiracy rabbit hole, but I really feel like that's the reason why we haven't seen them back because they threw in production's favorites, Bananas, Laurel. They got them on up and out of there that season. And now it's like we don't ever want to see them back because they are willing to throw in the faves. And they're big enough and strong enough and have enough what is it? Like their resume is long enough. They have enough experience to win these dailies to throw y'all in. And y'all don't like that. Because I heard on the Twitter curve, I'll be on Twitter looking at the rumor mill, that people aren't mad if Polly shows up. Cara is the one that nobody wants to see back. That people said if Cara would have walked in the ride or die house, people would have packed their bags and left. And I want to know who said it. I want to know who said it. I'm hoping my girl Kamisha, follow Kamisha Reviews. She just did big, major interviews. She did a major interview with Devin, and she also did a big interview with Rachel Riley. I have to go back and listen to both of those. I hope she asked Devin who in the house was packing their bags if they saw Cara. Because I don't feel like Cara has done anything to anyone. The only one she may have beef with is Laurel. But I really want to know who is scared of Cara Maria. It's sad. I want to know. One day when they all jump into them spaces, I'm gonna ask. That's gonna be the first thing I ask. Who was packing their bags if Cara showed up? That's what I want to know. Michelle thinks they're in a competition because of Fessy for sure. Who is Laurel with Fessy? I don't understand. See, I don't forgot about who all done slept with who after the show wraps. But Michelle, you too old to be getting caught up in all of that. I need Jay to update his CV. That went over CT was a long time ago. And you're not always gonna get that kind of elimination. Because we saw how quickly Rogan took you out the next week. Banana stole. Did he steal Morgan or were they already broken up? I don't know, but who cares? Banana stole Jay's girlfriend Morgan fresh after coming off X on the Beach, where Jay and Morgan they had got back together. Oh, she did. Because I remember X on the Beach. Damn it, I did watch that season. He was dating Morgan. So Jay and Morgan had got back together. She went on the challenge and got with Bananas and lied to Jay until after seeing them on vacation. Oh. His name would have been first on the board. Period. You stole my girl. I don't care about coming back on another season talking about you don't care. First on the board. Angie doesn't forget anything. I don't forget anything. Yeah, I might be cool with it. Y'all dated for a couple of years. Who cares? But the first time I get the opportunity to be petty and get a little revenge, Banana's name is first on the board. First. You going home anyway, Jay. You're going home anyway by pissing off Laurel. You might as well have pissed off Bananas. You might as well. If you was gonna piss somebody off and go home next week anyway, you should have at least took your shot at Bananas. Y'all making me think about stuff I didn't even think about because I forgot about that whole Morgan situation. Jordan gonna want to fessy out because of that Tory thing for sure. I heard. I don't know, because we saw Jordan slip into Tory's bed. I don't want them back together. Please, both of y'all move on. This girl has went and got her mental health put together because she was so distraught over y'all breakup. Please don't start fool-la-line around again. But I heard on the Twitter, the Twitter gossip curve, that Jordan is going to slip into somebody else's bed during the Challenge 38. I don't know when. Might be sooner, might be later. And it's going to be some beef on the show. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Darrell will definitely carry Veronica. I don't know. Veronica was out. I like Veronica. She deserves her props. She's an OG vet, but she needs to stay over there on All Stars. The main show is not for her. The same way I feel about Anissa. But let's move on. Jordan almost winning that daily was impressive. Anissa got to step it up. Again, Anissa should stay over on All Stars. But I'm going to leave it at that because Anissa is the OG. She deserves all of her... she deserves everything that you give her, but the main show is no longer for you. Anissa did fine. She beat Amber, Olivia, and Norris. That's experience. I'm going to stick with I said what I said. Anissa needs to stay over there on All Stars with Veronica and Darrell, since we're talking. All of them should stay over there on All Stars. I heard on the Twitter curve, All Stars 4 will be. I don't know when it will be, but I heard that it was a green light to go. So, and I also heard the Australia challenge starts this week, but it won't be on Paramount Plus. You have to find a link. So I am not going to watch or review that. I'm not doing any links. But whenever they put one of them up on Paramount Plus, maybe the UK, Argentina, why can't Australia be on Paramount Plus? Look, I'm going to say this. The Challenge USA was cute. I wouldn't mind if y'all do it again. But all these, Australia, UK, the Challenge versus the world, global competition, all of that, cancel that because you aren't giving me what you promised. You promised that we could watch all these versions of the challenge on Paramount Plus. And now you're saying we have to watch links and I'm not watching a link. And then I'm thinking the global competition is going to be amongst all of the people that's performing on this Paramount Plus rendition of the challenge. But no, we're doing MTV versus Paramount Plus. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. But I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. But I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to save my critique until after it's over, until after I watch it. But I want to say, let this be the last time. Because you aren't giving me what you promised. Corey was on a podcast and said they don't drug test for steroids and Kyle is on steroids. Allegedly, I'm just reading this out loud, allegedly, which makes better sense to why his performance got better. Um, all of that's allegedly. I don't know if any of that was true. I, and don't come for Angie for saying it out loud. I got to reading, but um, could be. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It was Def Laurel. Oh, it was Laurel. Polly tweeted Laurel and said, "Is it true you said you wouldn't be on the show with Cara? They do have beef." Laurel, because it would turn into Laurel versus Cara, but I feel like Laurel has more people in her alliance, so it would be a more uphill battle for Cara. The only thing is, y'all would be throwing Cara into eliminations against people that, especially if it was Cara and Polly, that they could beat. So it would be like you would keep throwing them in, but they probably would still be at the final because I don't see anybody that could beat a Cara. Like y'all would have to throw Cara versus Laurel. Cara versus KC, but ain't nobody gonna, Nani not gonna sacrifice KC. Anybody else, Cara is beating. So, it's sad that people hate Cara like that. I would really like to see Cara come back. I'm quiet as it's kept. I would have preferred to see Cara over Laurel, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Nori, because we were in the space. Nori said it was a few people that said it, but I'm assuming if Laurel said it, maybe Jack might have said it. I can't see who else would say that. I want to know who all said it. Laurel was the easy guess. I want to know who all said it. She got them pressed that bad. Why? If y'all the baddest, why are you pressed? I don't know why Laurel would be pressed. I can't see how KC would be pressed. All the other ladies might be scared of Cara, but who knows? Oh, you like Michelle and Jay calling out Anissa for her entitlement on the podcast? Entitlement on the podcast. She has some nerve to feel betrayed by them voting her in. Oh, you talking about the podcast? Y'all know I don't listen if it ain't Devin and Davon. And I heard Devin and Davon was back. I need to go figure it out. Somebody told me I could listen for free. I don't even have to pay for iHeartRadio anymore. But I did hear that Anissa and Tori are very biased on their podcast, and they don't say things about certain people because, of course, they want to work with them on future seasons, which is why do they have the podcast? It should always be Devin and Davon. Ooh, Jordan is messy. I can't wait to see the mess. Get to the mess. Because I don't care about Michelle and them. I'm telling y'all, Michelle and them going home this week. If they don't go home this week, next week for sure. If they get back together, then Tori will be gunning for Naya on the international cast. If Jordan gets with someone else in front of Tori's face, this will be good. Now I've heard that, and we discussed this another week because I felt like Jordan and oh my god, my eyes are itching. I'm sorry, y'all. I felt like that would be a mess, Tori and Naya being in the same house with Jordan. But I've heard that Naya and Tori are cool. I'm assuming Naya's little hookup with Jordan isn't as deep as, a fiance situation. So it might not be any beef. But I can't wait to see because one thing I know about Naya, she will check you, boo. So Tori, don't try it. I don't think Tori would even try it with Naya. But I can't wait to see what happens this season. I heard Jay gave names to the producers. What kind of names? Oh, for partners. I heard it was supposed to be Jay and Michaela, but something happened with Michaela and she couldn't make it. And I feel like that's very unfortunate because Jay and Michaela would have been a great team. A great team. They don't even have TJ hosting the Challenge Australia. And I thought Australia would be the one. Is Australia the one with the girl from Below Deck, or is she the one? I think she's on UK. Because it's a few people that I know. I hope UK they put on Paramount Plus. Because I know the girl from Below Deck. I don't know, but Y'all watch the link for me and tell me about it, but I'm not watching links. They're all pretty bad, probably. Devon was on there with Anissa. Oh, I would like to hear their dynamic. It's free on Apple. I do have Apple. I don't pay for that either. So, I will probably have to listen to commercials, won't I? I hate that. That's usually why I pay for streaming platforms, because I hate commercials. I might listen to it. I would like to hear Anissa and Davon speak together. I really like Devin. I don't think Laurel said that about Kara. She always beats her nominations. That sounds like a Nani and Tori behavior. Yeah, like I said, I didn't think Laurel should be pressed, but I know they had beef in the past. But I don't see why Laurel would be pressed. I don't. To me, if let's say it was Nani and Tori, let's just say it was, they should walk out the house when they see Laurel as well. Because they ain't beating Laurel either. Y'all not beating Laurel either. So they should be walking. Nani should be walking out for everybody, quiet as it's kept. Tori's not on the podcast right now. It's Devin, Davon, and Anissa. Anissa must go home early. What's she doing on there? Or Anissa isn't on the global one and Tori is. So that's probably what it is, because the global one is filming right now. If somebody on Twitter, I had to block them. And I didn't really want to block them. I think I just muted them because I like them, but they're on Twitter giving spoilers about this season and the global season. And I'm like, please don't do that, because I can't tell if you're trolling or if it's true, because somebody did give a spoiler early on saying Kayla and her husband went home first. And I was like, oh, good. And then for me to see that they really do go home first, it's like, I don't want to be spoiled. Please don't spoil the challenge. I will mute you or block you if I don't like you. But this person I liked, so I just muted them. I don't know when I'm going to unmute you if you're going to be constantly spoiling, but please don't do that. Was Nia and Jordan really together? I don't think they were really together in a relationship type of way. I think Jordan was there for Nia in a time of her life when she needed someone. They made up, they forgave each other, and I think that was about it. And of course, maybe in that state of being there for each other, they hooked up, as you know, young people do. And it is what it is. I'm not mad at it. I'll try to find the podcast Corey was on where he said that and DM it to you. Thank you, M. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Corey is a mess. I hope Corey said allegedly. That's a mess, Corey. Apparently, Jay and Michelle. Wait, apparently Jay want Michelle, Michaela, and Bailey as partners. Bailey? Jay knows Bailey? Bailey is too busy living her very best life. Like, I've never seen someone level up from Big Brother the way Bailey and Swaggy have. And I mean, that's all in a testament to their intelligence, their financial abilities, because I know Swaggy does some stuff in the stock market, but like, they have leveled up, they're living their best life. Reality TV can kiss their complete asses. They share what they want to share via their social medias and YouTube, and whenever I see them, oh, and that beautiful little baby, I'm like, oh, she is so gorgeous. So I don't know why he would pick Bailey. Bailey was probably pregnant at the time, but he should have picked Morgan and had a real get back at Bananas. I'm a mess. He said they don't. Okay, I read that already. I'm not gonna read that no more because I've already said that out loud. Jay was on Total Madness with Bailey and Swaggy. Yeah, but on that season, Bailey and Swaggy were to themselves. I didn't see them making too many friends. And the only person I really saw them hanging out with was Wes. I just don't think Bailey or Swaggy care to come back to any of these competition shows. One, they don't need the money. Two, they really don't have anything to prove. People already love them. People already follow them. They don't need a platform to keep their name out there constantly. So I don't know. I don't think Bailey and Swaggy will ever do it again. Davon, maybe. We might can convince Davon to come back to the challenge one day. Maybe. Fingers crossed. I really love Davon. Didn't Jay say Natalie Anderson? Oh, that would have been a good match, Jay. Polly's old partner, Natalie. I hope that's the right Natalie. Oh, Natalie Anderson is Survivor Natalie. Look, if Jay would have came back with Survivor Natalie, not Big Brother Polly's Natalie, but Survivor Natalie, he would have had him a partner right there. Oh, he would have gave these people a run for their money because people were scared of Natalie. Is Natalie Anderson Survivor Natalie? I don't know which Natalie. Because I feel like her name isn't Anderson because I would think she would have an Indian last name, but I don't want to be prejudiced with that. But and I don't think the other Big Brother's Natalie. I don't know which not. Put a. I'm gonna have. Let me Google. I got my phone. I got my phone. I got my phone. Natalie Anderson. Nah, I can't spell Natalie right. Wait, that's an actress. Okay. Oh, their last name is Anderson. Okay, that was wrong of me, Angie. That was wrong of you, Angie. You shouldn't be assuming people have certain last names. But I apologize, Natalie, because I love you and I should not have assumed. But okay, yes, if Jay would have came back with Survivor Natalie, one, Natalie Anderson wouldn't have fell for that bullshit Michelle was talking about. Two, Natalie could whoop up on anybody in there. Laurel, Casey, Cara, any of them. Natalie would have been the female to beat. They probably could have won this. They probably could have won it. I want to see Natalie come again. I know her situation of when she came to the challenge the first time and had to leave early. I understand. I don't really follow her, so I don't know if she's trying, to have a family and if you I don't know what she's going on. But Natalie, if you are in a position to come back to the challenge, I don't even care if you do Challenge USA, but I really want to see you on MTV because I feel like it'd be better for you. I would love to see Natalie do a season of the challenge and forget these partners. I want to see Natalie. I want to see a solo season because I don't want her to be stuck with somebody who people may not like or things like that. But yes, please, what? Give us one more chance, Natalie. Please, please. I really do love her. I would love to see her do the CBS one with maybe Jeremy. That would be good. Jeremy, Sari, Natalie Anderson. Oh, that'll be some good TV. Davon could be convinced to come back since she's on the podcast. Bailey makes too much to ever come back. Yeah, Bailey don't care. Bailey doesn't care. Okay, have you heard about the D interview where she talks about getting fired? No, I have not, but please drop the link of where I can find it because I do have to get ready and go. It's after 5 o'clock. I do have to be on Twitter at 5 o'clock, which is now. But please, you all, if you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, everything is Kiss My Cheeks TV. If you ever get links to interviews or things like that, please DM me on Instagram or Twitter. I will get it and I will talk about it because people drop things in my DMs all the time and I bring them to the show. So please, Dabu, I know you follow me, Dabu. Drop me the link to that interview. I want to hear it and we can discuss it. Everyone is asking for the link. I don't want to say it's a sob story because I understand, but I think D is one of the people that should be given a second chance. Like, we've heard people say worse, and they've had some people ain't never been cut off and have said worse. So I think D, if she's truly apologetic, should get a second chance. But I do want to hear the interview. I want to hear it for myself. Yes, we want to see a Natalie come back. I want to see her run Casey and Tori for their money. I'm gonna save my KC shade for later. I'm gonna say my KC shade because I feel like KC only won because she got to switch partners and get CT. If she wouldn't have switched to got CT, she wouldn't have won that. But I'm gonna leave that where that was. I said I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I said it. I'm gonna post the Corey interview in the comments after the live. Okay, please do that because I do read all the comments. If you're on the rewatch, please get in the comments. If you couldn't comment while we were live, please comment on the video. I do see them and I do respond. We have a good time in the comments as well. But I'm trying not to say guys, I got that from Sheena. But you all, I do have to go. I promised some friends I will be over on Twitter speaking with them about Love and Marriage Huntsville. And again, I will be back on YouTube at 6. Please come back with me and Blissfully Single Bean. We have a good time on our Sunday night show talking hot topics, fashion, and all that kind of stuff. But next week, Stella will be Tuesday night because this Friday coming up, I will be at a concert. So I didn't say it Tuesday. This Thursday will be Stella. Probably the same time around 6 or 7 Central, whatever time I get home from work. I will post the link and put it out on all social media so you all would know. So thank you all so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Kiss My Cheeks TV, please hit the button. I'm almost at 900. And once I get to 900, I think I'm at like 895. Once I get to 900, I'm going to do a strong push to get to 1,000. Like, a lot of content to get to 1,000 because I'm almost there. I'm almost there. And I will be so excited when I get there. So please like the video, share it with your friends. You can retweet it because I stream live on Twitter as well. You can retweet it so your friends can see it. But until Thursday, if you're here for the challenge and Survivor, I'll see you all Thursday. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.